Salute everyone. I'm your comrade Ramzu Yunus. Please bear with me for a few minutes or so. I have an important message for you all. Some of you have been waiting to hear what's going on. As you may know, I'm here in Russia. Been here for some days now. I was invited by an organization called Leader, which was formed by the Wagner Group or Wagner Group, the private military company you see operating in Ukraine, as well as helping out people in Africa. We've been meeting with government officials and other stakeholders. As you know, we're at war. This is our war room. This is my war room. I don't mean war talking about the Ukrainian war. I'm talking about the war that we've been in with America for at least 400 years as black people. So we formed an alliance. I'm here because we have an alliance with Russia. Now it's called the Afro-Descendant Russian Alliance. So please pay attention to what I'm about to say and share it with others. Make this go viral like we're making everything else go viral. Because these instructions will help us escape the danger we've been in as black people in America and finally get justice. But it will also help us escape the danger that's coming to America, because our ignorance is going to get a lot of us, all of us, killed. Our ignorance and lack of action. So this information is going to propel you to act. That's my prayer anyway. I want to use Ukraine as an example, since that's what the global focus is on, Ukraine. That's where hundreds of billions of dollars your government in America is giving to the Ukrainians, and they're admitting that at least 70% of it is coming up missing or unaccounted for. But anyway, let's learn a lesson from Ukraine, because watching Ukraine or understanding the Ukrainian lesson will actually help us get justice. Ukraine declared independence in 1991 from the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union, of course, they didn't fight against their independence. They let them because they respected the right of self-determination. So Ukraine wrote a simple, probably a few sentences long Declaration of Independence. That Declaration of Independence from Ukraine gives us our instructions that we should follow. It's a key for us. Let me read a little bit of it right quick. It says, in view of the mortal danger surrounding Ukraine in connection with the state coup in the USSR. Number 1. 2. Continuing the 1,000-year tradition of state development in Ukraine. And number 3. Proceeding from the right of a nation to self-determination. Let me stop there. First of all, in view of the mortal danger. They felt they were in danger because of some things that were happening by or with the government of the Soviet Union. So we're separating from you and declaring independence because we're in danger because of the actions that's going on with the government. Black people, everybody in America, really. We're in danger right now because of actions of the United States government, actions that they have done in the past. That's why all nations hate America. The majority of nations hate America, besides those who commit evil with them, like France. They're waiting for a chance to strike America. Now America has a proxy war going on in Ukraine against Russia. Something is coming to America. You are in danger. Bombs will be falling in America.
What are they going to do? They're going to go to war with Russia is what they're going to do. There will be a hot war between the United States and Russia in the next year. And
really?
Yes, of course. They want it anyway.
So we have to separate from that as a people. We have to let Russia, whoever know, look, we're not part of this system. Just like the Ukrainians did. Look, we're not part and parcel of what's going on with the government of the Soviet Union. We declare our independence from that so we can escape the danger that's coming to them. Then they said we are continuing a 1,000-year tradition of national development. Said, look, we used to being free. Well, how many thousands of years, or tens of thousands, or maybe even millions of years have black people been free before white people disrupted us? American whites disrupted us, conquered us, enslaved us. So that's another reason we are declaring independence. We want to continue our tradition that was interrupted for 400 years. Then Ukraine said, the leadership of Ukraine said in 1991, I'm reading it right here, this is the Declaration of Independence. Proceeding from the right of a nation to self-determination. Let's stop. That's what we should have been doing, black people. Proceeding from our right of self-determination. Meaning, as black people in America, if we don't like the way things are going for us, we can always simply declare our independence. Have our own vote referendum for independence. Not voting next year in 2024. We're saying no more in 2024. We can say, look, we want to be independent of the system. We want to govern ourselves. You know, I know you don't know. I know you don't. You never heard of the right of self-determination. But it's called the right of self-determination. That's what Ukraine proceeded from in 1991. Said, look, we have a right to be independent. We're our own people. We're a different ethnic group. And they don't have half the justification that we have as black people. We were once enjoying our self-determination. We were conquered and enslaved. They said, look, you are free. Okay, since we are free, we want to be our own nation again. That's what reparations is, by the way. So now we have a situation, just like Ukraine had back in 1991. We are in danger because of the actions of this government. We have to distinguish ourselves from the United States people. We want to continue our thousands of years of tradition of being independent black people, kings of our own jungle, instead of being minorities inside somebody else's system. And we're proceeding from our right of self-determination that we've never asserted. The number one right that all peoples around the world have asserted, including the founding fathers of the United States of America. They said, look, we're the ones over here. We have a right to govern ourselves. And they declared independence. Black people, we have the same right. Because they took our self-determination. They denied us our sovereign rights and self-government. So at any time, we can stand up collectively and declare independence from that. This is the time to do that now. Right now, this is the time to do it. Like I said, I'm in Russia. We are discussing various things with the government and various stakeholders and an alliance, military and political alliance. But I'm here representing the interests of black people in America. One of the things that we have discussed also, not discussed, is already an agreement. We have been availed hundreds of billions of dollars of Russian petroleum to transact with, and the money can be used for our reparation. No, they're not giving us hundreds of billions of dollars. They're allowing us to transact with hundreds of billions of dollars worth of petroleum and petroleum products. But of course, if we don't have self-determination, as Americans, we can't transact. So that's another motivation for us to come together and benefit from a situation that's been given to us. But people that are slaves or colonized people that we are in America, we can't benefit from something from a nation that America is at war with. You all understand? So collectively, we have to make a decision. Do we want to be free? Do we want to escape danger? Do we want justice? Do we want reparations? It's a collective decision that we have to make. So right now the instructions is, we're voting for our own independence. We're separating ourselves from that danger. How can you vote and at the same time put ourselves in a position where we are repairing ourselves monetarily? We have an app called reparations.app. What's called a reparations app, but you can find it at reparations.app. sign up for your reparations account. Once you register, that's your vote. That's your vote. It's a digital currency system. As you all know, most of you have heard about what's going on with BRICS and other nations in Africa and around the world dropping the U.S. currency. America's currency is almost finished. We better be in a position where we don't fall right along with that currency. So black people, that's our instructions right now. I'll be given further information and instructions as we continue our meetings and strategy sessions and plans here in Russia. But for now, please go to reparations.app, sign up for your reparations account. That is your vote. If you want to get involved, we need everybody's hands on deck as possible. Please call 888-999-6530. You can go to our website and register to be a human rights policy officer. That's at humanrightspolicy.us. This is something very critical, very critical. I wouldn't come over here in the hot seat of Russia for no reason unless I know what's worthwhile for our liberation, for our justice. So that's why I'm here. So brothers and sisters, comrades, please pay attention. Share this video with others. Let them know, look, no more in 2024. We're getting our justice right now. We're declaring our independence right now. We're learning that we have a right of self-determination right now, and we are asserting that right. It's as simple as that. Follow Ukraine. A 3-sentence long Declaration of Independence. It's not rocket science, brothers and sisters. It's not rocket science. Love you all. I'm signing out, but I will be back with further information and instructions. Salute.